Lotus Squad! Welcome back to Lotus Tarot TV 444, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to the squad, and welcome to your general and love monthly reading for June. Now this is going to be for Capricorn, okay? And before I get into the messages at hand, I want to give a quick announcement about some changes on my channel. Now, I created a new website on Etsy, which I'll include in the description box below as well as in the comments. You guys can go check out my new shop. For right now, I am only offering private readings, but be patient with me because I will be adding more spiritual related items as I go. So stay tuned for that. And I also want to say thank you guys so much to those of you that have booked private readings, that have sent donations in, even to those of you that have hit the join button and become members of this channel. I truly do appreciate your love and support, and I just want you guys to know that it truly means the world to me. Now, for those of you that find that this reading does not resonate with you, I do suggest checking not just your sun sign, but check your moon, rising, and Venus signs for a more detailed reading. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into it. Gods and goddesses, what messages do you have for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs? Please give me a Celtic cross, please, for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the month of June. Thank you so much. Now, Capricorns, what an interesting time it is, especially for us, because Pluto is, in fact, in retrograde, as well as Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter is retrograde. So there's a lot going on astrologically, right? And especially since one of these retrogrades is indeed in Capricorn. And for those of you that do have water placements in your chart, there is another planet in retrograde currently in the sign of Scorpio. Now, for me, I have Scorpio, Pluto, Capricorn, Sun, but wherever your placements are in your chart, Capricorns, especially with those with Scorpio in your chart, we will be hit the hardest. So, I wanted to touch a little bit on what we have to look forward to astrologically, at least. And with Pluto being retrograde, there's a lot taking place karmically. So there's going to be a huge karmic shift, and any karmic debt that has yet to be paid off, it will be paid in full. And the good thing about these 4 retrogrades, it gives us some time to reflect and have that sense of deep introspection. Now, with Venus retrograde, this has everything to do with love, relationships, and everything in between. So a lot of us will have to go back and revisit certain people that we may have cut off in the past, or some of these people may be returning. We have exes in the DMs, girl. And I just see a lot of confusion energetically that could be brought about due to these experiences. But the more that we are aware of what's going on, the more we are aware of our surroundings and how we are feeling at this time, the better we will be able to navigate through these energies. Now that we've talked about Venus and Pluto in retrograde, I wanted to talk about Saturn retrograde for a second. Now, Capricorns, y'all know that we're ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is basically like the strict planet out of all of them that are currently retrograde. And so this has a lot to do with law, rules. In a sense, it also has a play when it comes to karma. And so there's a lot going on when it comes to this particular retrograde, because karmically we are, dealing with any unresolved issues from our childhood even. So it's not even just about exes, ex-friends, and blah, blah, blah. This is also including childhood unresolved traumas and things of that nature that will start to come to the surface. So some of us may be dealing with a lot of heavy emotions coming up. Some of us may have them crop up in, random moments where we're not really knowing why. Maybe we're not really sleeping all that well like we used to. We're wondering why. Maybe we're dealing with more headaches or dealing with a lot more shifts energetically within us, especially during this awakening process, because right now everybody is tapping into Christ consciousness, and we all have a choice of whether or not we want to, you know, follow the crowd or strike out on our own and make our own way. And right now there are a lot of things concerning law. Some of us may be dealing with legal issues and all of the above, you know, when it comes to getting your justice within your relationships and things of that nature. These things will definitely come to the forefront. Now, with that being said, Capricorn, I'm going to shuffle this one last good time, and then we're going to get right into it. Now, I want to start off just by pointing out this Three of Pentacles here. So I see that right now we're focused on building upon that whole sense of wealth. So some of us are focused more on accumulating generational wealth. A lot of us are focused on finding multiple streams of income, or finding other people that we can collaborate with, and even other businesses that we may be able to collaborate with in order for us to have the assistance and help that we need to climb that financial mountain all the way to the top. And you know, Capricorns, we are the goat fish. So not only do we have that watery aspect of our sign, but the goat, we are the goat, baby. And slow and steady wins the race. So while we're climbing this financial mountain right now, I feel like a lot of us are starting to attract people of like minds to us, and to attract other people with similar skill sets, other people that have, you know, finances to contribute or invest when it comes to our vision to the entrepreneurs out there. Now, I'm also seeing some of you guys could be looking into roommate situations so far, and some of you guys may be thinking about, you know, moving forward with a roommate situation just to kind of take a little bit of the pressure off when it comes to bills and other expenses that you have to take care of. And some of you guys are finally starting to see more opportunities come your way, such as, you know, an opportunity to go back to school, to maybe build upon the skill sets that you already have, on top of the fact that there are other opportunities concerning career and concerning work and jobs, things of that nature. So a lot of us are starting to get word about new opportunities, new jobs, and even maybe moving up the career ladder, or just completely doing away with the career we were in before the whole pandemic, and now we may be shifting into a different direction. But I do see that there's somebody here, it could be an air sign, specifically Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody that just has a really shitty communication style, and this person is just all over the place. So they may be trying to talk in circles, or maybe they can't make a complete point, and they're just really impulsive with the things that they say and do. And I just feel like this person has anger issues. This is somebody that is a ticking time bomb, and, you know, this person, their mouth moves way too quickly, and they end up putting themselves in a world of hurt. This is the type of person that is not only violent and likes to get into not only verbal altercations, but physical altercations. This is where some of us may decide, you know what, oh no, I'm not dealing with this person. I'm blocking them. They're hot-headed. They're all over the place, and I'm not dealing with it anymore. Now, when it comes to us specifically, I see a lot of us may be scatterbrained a little bit. A lot of us may have been acting impulsively. Maybe somebody is pushing our buttons. Maybe it's that particular person I just mentioned that was talking a lot of shit and thought that they would get away with it scot-free without you saying anything. You put them in their place. And that's that, right? Now, we're getting to the final energy here, you guys. Ace of Cups reversed. No. I feel like there is an issue here concerning a new love offer and an old love offer. And when it comes to the old love offers, exes, even old friends, right? I see that a lot of people are having a really hard time either getting over us, or we are having a hard time, Capricorn, getting over somebody else that maybe, you know, drained us of all the love energy that we had to give. Now, let me fix my necklace because it's looking a little wonky.
Let me fix my necklace because it's looking a little wonky.
I feel like a lot of us, you know, especially when it concerns the new love offer, a lot of us have decided to turn this down. We're blocking ourselves off right now because we may have come out of a past situation concerning friends, exes, family, and everybody included, you know, all of the above. And I feel like a lot of us are just feeling depleted right now. We're feeling like we aren't able to manifest as easily before because of, you know, who we've had to walk away from and turn down. And it's because we've been giving so much to everybody else that now we need to focus on self-love and self-care right now more than ever. A lot of us are dealing with, you know, recovering from a situation where there was unrequited love. So maybe we were the one that had somebody come to us and tell us that they loved us, and maybe we didn't feel the same way, or vice versa. And that could have a big impact on why this energy of the Ace of Cups reversed is basically the overall energy before I even lay the spread out. Now, when I picked up that Ace of Cups reversed, I saw that Seven of Wands reversed underneath it. Okay, I'm not going to go too far on that, but I am noticing that we've definitely given up on a lot of people, multiple people for sure, for the majority of us. And it's because a lot of people have been extremely vocal about their unnecessary and unasked for opinions. And we've decided to leave it alone. And so I feel like a lot of people have been trying to silently compete with us, you guys. And we took ourselves out of that, you know, that petty and childish sort of game. And we've been keeping to ourselves because as I'm laying the spread out, I'm seeing that there's another 7 here with the 7 of Swords. Yeah, we've dealt with so many liars. See, I knew I felt that deceptive energy before I even started shuffling. We're done. We've given all that we could give, and we're not going to continue to give to people that wouldn't even, you know, cross the street for us. Okay, let alone reciprocate. So what I'm noticing so far, just numerologically speaking, is multiple 7s. We have 2 7s and we have multiple 8s. Now, I really feel like some of us could be seeing a lot more 77s or 777s and 88s or 888. And I just want to go over what that means numerologically speaking in case you guys have been seeing those numbers a lot lately. And basically, let's start with 777. This is all about your divine angels and ancestors. The divine, quite literally, is trying to get our attention to let us know that whenever we need help, we are always able to reach out to our angels. Archangel Michael, I speak so highly of that particular angel. Some of you guys may have different beliefs, and that's fine. And so just apply it to your situation, who your higher power would be, and the fact that your higher power is communicating with you to let you know that things are starting to change in a positive direction. But right now, in order for those changes to stick, and in order for those changes to be able to work in your life in a positive way, we must keep to ourselves for the majority of this month. Now, of course, we got to take care of business, but from what I'm seeing financially, honey, and I want y'all to look at this. Let me move these other cards up out the way real quick. I need you guys to take a look at how this looks, right? So you have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Some of you guys may be dealing with an up and coming twin flame situation, or this could be, you know, what the reading is referencing when it comes to some of these energies. So some of you guys may have a twin flame that either may be cluster B personality disordered, a drug addict, doing all kinds of BS, or they're just simply not on our level. And we had to do away with them. We gave way more than we got back. And it's not that we were giving expecting anything in return. It's just that there was a lack of reciprocity, because I'm seeing that with this 2 of Cups reversed. And we're making a decision not to reunite. There's somebody, it could be an Earth sign or a Libra for some of you specifically. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, I'm seeing here. There's definitely a situation where some of us could be dealing with a fellow earth sign who we consider to be a twin flame, or somebody who's an air sign. Just apply it to your situation where they're thinking about us. There are people in our family, old friends, exes, and everybody in between that has been reminiscing us. And right now, I think a lot of us have realized that we've just been sticking around or allowing other people to stick around that have no place in our lives any longer. They're not serving our higher purpose. And so now justice is indeed served. balance is indeed restored because we've decided that we don't want to deal with anybody that does not have integrity. We do not want to be around people that do not have a good sense of character, and we do not want to be around broke people and people that we don't look up to. Now we're worried about bossing up, and we only want to surround ourselves with bosses. The boss doesn't chill with the other employees. So a lot of us are starting to boss the hell up, quite literally, okay? And a lot of people are saying that. So ex-friends, literal exes and family members that we no longer have any communication with, people that we've released from our past, even people from our childhood. A lot of us have decided to clean house quite literally during this springtime, and we've definitely made the right choice. A lot of us have decided to sneak away from a situation, or we're dealing with somebody that may have ghosted us. Some of us may just simply decide to ghost someone else because, again, we're tired of giving to people where it's not equal. And so we've decided, you know what, I'm not going to reunite. I've been stuck in the past all of these years, and it's only led me to where I continue to be. I'm still at square one. So let me try something different. And I feel like somebody wants to reunite with us, but they're not going to tell us because the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, they're facing each other. Somebody wants to make something right. Somebody wants to tell us the truth here. Some of us may have been dealing with legal issues, and we are on the winning side of that. Maybe somebody may have tried to steal money from us, or steal our man, or steal our woman, or steal our ideas, steal our look, or whatever it is that they're trying to steal from us, and we've decided to do away with it and leave it alone. A lot of positive changes are making their way to us because the advice here is all about releasing the pain. Capricorns, it's time for us to release the pain once and for all. And just because we find forgiveness in our heart, which is what we need to be focused on the most right now, is finding forgiveness not only just for ourselves, but other people. But it starts with the self. So a lot of us would do well with forgiving ourselves first, and then everything will follow suit. Then we'll be able to forgive other people, having learned who we are and having learned that we're all fallible and we're all human and we make mistakes. But that doesn't mean that just because we forgive someone else, if and when we do get to that point, it doesn't mean that we need to keep them in our lives. Because sometimes a lot of us don't realize that all the chances that we gave to everybody time and time again just to be hurt time and time again, we only ended up getting hurt because we chose to hurt ourselves by continuing to give chances to people that weren't grateful. They didn't value you. They took you for granted. And so now it's best to just release them, but release them with love and forgiveness and move on with life. If they try to reach out, which I do see, especially to somebody that may have cheated on us or triangulated us, maybe they made us the other woman, even though we made it clear that we didn't want to be the other woman or the other man, and they decided to do it anyway and maintain that level of secrecy, but we ended up finding out, and a lot of us have let it go. A lot of us have been dealing with certain people here, especially when it's concerning family. A lot of us need to find forgiveness in our heart when it comes to family members, mother and father specifically. For some of you, you may not have been raised by your parents. You may have been raised by your grandparents here. And some of us may have, daddy issues, mommy issues, or mother and father wound, an abandonment wound, and some traumas that we need to find forgiveness in our heart. Now, that doesn't mean that we're letting people get away. We still need to get our justice, but we still need to, in order for our hearts to be healed, and in order for us to set ourselves free, we have got to find forgiveness in our hearts, and it starts with the self. So a lot of us during this time of solitude and introspection, we're able to find forgiveness. Now, I'm seeing with this Nine of Pentacles that, there's somebody that may have been recently single, especially if they chose a third party. For those dealing with that situation, they're going to find out that the third party ain't shit. They're going to end up breaking up, and they're going to be single. And when they come back, because they are going to come back, we already touched on Venus retrograde. And you know what, I just want to say this too about Jupiter retrograde, since I almost forgot to mention those energies. Though that's all about money, luck, prosperity, right? So right now it's in retrograde. Things may be at a standstill financially, but best believe when these people come back, and when we get into the fall and we start to see our business is starting to pick up the pace, we're starting to find more ways to make money. We're stable, we're secure, we're securing the bag, girl. Secure the bag. And we're good by our damn selves. We're harvesting the fruits of our labor. And somebody's going to see that we have success, health, wealth, happiness, abundance, and all of the above. And they found out that the person that they chose, or the route that they chose, is unfulfilling. They miss us, and that's just it. So basically they're over here like, I miss you. Really want to kiss you. I'm sorry that I dissed you. And a lot of us are just going to end up still saying, okay, I forgive you, I accept your apology, but I'm still going to continue moving forward because I got too much money to make, people to see, and places to be. Okay. A lot of us will do well with releasing ourselves from our mental prison. You know, don't overthink, you guys, because a lot of us are overthinking and over planning right now. A lot of us may be dealing with legal issues. Maybe somebody's contacting us from jail. For those dealing with legal issues or dealing with other people that are in our midst. But whatever our fears are circulating around, maybe we're fearing that we won't be able to get our business up off of the ground. Maybe we're fearing our abilities of manifesting health, wealth, and happiness. Maybe we're, doubting our ability of finding love, finding just stability as a whole. Please release these fears and release yourself. There are certain problems, and we may be magnifying some problems that we've dealt with, because we're fixated so much on what's lost rather than what we have to gain. An attitude of gratitude, Capricorn. What is it? Everybody in the comment section below, put at least 3 things that you are grateful for to start your journey of practicing an attitude of gratitude. Okay, because there are some issues that you guys may be dealing with. Don't get me wrong. There are some stressful scenarios happening. We do have to take care of our responsibilities, and a lot of people may be seeming to want more from us, even though we gave everything that we had. But let me tell you this, Capricorns, focus on your own lane, stay in your own lane, baby, because a lot of people will try to cut you off. Okay. A lot of people are trying to speed up past you, cut you off, figuratively. And for some of you, quite literally. But at the end of the day, slow and steady wins the race. And consistency here, maintaining that consistency, continuing to build every single day. Show up every single day. Even if you're tired, get up, take a walk, take a shower, work out, wake yourself up, get your energy up, get those vibrations high, keep it up. Even if you have self-doubt. Because there's a lot of self-doubt, more so than normal, with Pluto being in retrograde. Fight it, Capricorn. Because what you're building is an empire. And anybody who's trying to sabotage that, tell them to kick rocks with no socks and flip-flops. And on that note, Capricorn, that is the messages that I have for you today. Once again, thank you guys so much for those of you that have left a like, leaving comments, and share these messages if you feel that a fellow Capricorn would do well with these messages. And until next time, you guys, don't forget, check the Etsy shop below. Let me know what y'all think. And be sure to catch me live at 4:30 p.m. Central Time every single day when I do channeled messages for the collective, okay? You guys can check me out live there as well. And until next time, you guys, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.